Mini episode 1389 of the FDH Lounge is brought to you by Sportsology, delivering unconventional columns and webcasts about sports, TV, music, movies, and more. Follow them on the web at sportsology.com.
The FDH Lounge. You'll want to schedule your life around it.
A long time ago, on a gloomy, wet Cleveland spring night, two men stand alone amidst the late-night drizzle. Their voices echo across the vacant station parking lot as they debate the merits of the great American radio show that have been missing for far too long. On that night, an idea was born. That idea became the FDH Lounge. Welcome to the FDH Lounge.
Hello and welcome to FDH Lounge Mini episode 1389, the weekly FDH football preview show. I'm FDH Managing Partner Rick Morris here with our fantasy and non-fantasy preview for Week 5 of the 2021 NFL season, as well as a look at Week 6 of the college football season. For last week's college picks, it was 2-3, 7-23 overall. Oof. Here's our picks for this week. Penn State plus 1.5 over Iowa, Ohio State minus 21.5 over Maryland, Oklahoma minus 3.5 over Texas, Arkansas plus 5 over Ole Miss, and Georgia minus 15.5 over Auburn. For the college football playoff, here's our picks for the seeds as of this week. 1 Alabama, 2 Georgia, 3 Iowa, 4 Penn State. The next 4 in are 5 Cincinnati, 6 Oklahoma, 7 Michigan, 8 BYU. In the NFL, we are 8-8 overall, 3-0 on the Big Three, and 1-0 on the lock, with the overall numbers at 33-1, 7-5, and 3-1. Here's our picks for this week. LA Rams minus 2.5 over Seattle, Atlanta minus 2.5 over the New York Jets, Miami plus 10 over Tampa Bay, Washington plus 2 over New Orleans, Minnesota minus 10 over Detroit, Denver in a pick'em over Pittsburgh, Green Bay minus 2.5 over Cincinnati, Chicago plus 5.5 over Las Vegas, the LA Chargers minus 1 over Cleveland, the New York Giants plus 7 over Dallas, San Francisco plus 5 over Arizona, Kansas City minus 3 over Buffalo, and Baltimore minus 7 over Indianapolis. For our Big Three, it's Tennessee minus 4.5 over Jacksonville, and New England minus 8.5 over Houston. And in the 1,000-star gold-plated lock of the millennium for NFL Week 5, it's Carolina minus 3 over Philadelphia. Now for our fantasy football segment. Remember, we strongly discourage fantasy overmanaging. You don't pull your top guys unless they're hurt or on a bye, period. Don't let the matchups or everything geeks tell you anything different. Here's our list of guys you go with as long as you're confident that they'll be playing. QB, Josh Allen, Tom Brady, Justin Herbert, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, Kyler Murray, Dak Prescott, Aaron Rodgers, and Russell Wilson. Running back, Saquon Barkley, Nick Chubb, Dalvin Cook, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Ezekiel Elliott, Antonio Gibson, Derrick Henry, Aaron Jones, Alvin Kamara, Christian McCaffrey, and Jonathan Taylor. Wide receiver, Devontae Adams, Stephon Diggs, Tyreek Hill, DeAndre Hopkins, Justin Jefferson, DK Metcalf, and Calvin Ridley. Tight end, Travis Kelce, George Kittle, Kyle Pitts, and Darren Waller. Remember, our Thursday night game pick and fantasy recommendations are up every week on our Twitter page at the FDH Lounge. Now, here's our non-gimme picks for the week. We like 9 QBs, Joe Burrow, Derek Carr, Kirk Cousins, Sam Darnold, Jalen Hurts, Baker Mayfield, Matt Ryan, Matthew Stafford, and Ryan Tannehill. We like 10 running backs, Austin Eckler, Leonard Fournette, Najee Harris, Darrell Henderson, Kareem Hunt, Josh Jacobs, Alexander Madison, Zach Moss, Cordero Patterson, and James Robinson. We like 23 wide receivers, Keenan Allen, Odell Beckham, Antonio Brown, Marquise Brown, Tyler Boyd, Jamar Chase, Brandon Cooks, Corey Davis, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Deontay Johnson, Marvin Jones, Cooper Kupp, CeeDee Lamb, Tyler Lockett, Terry McLaurin, DJ Moore, Deebo Samuel, Devontae Smith, Adam Thielen, Jalen Waddle, Mike Williams, and Robert Woods. And we like 3 tight ends, Mark Andrews, Noah Fant, and Dalton Schultz. Thank you for joining us for this week's FDH Football Preview Show.